Hey guys, Max Sleepy here, and welcome to episode 14 of our Germany Dynamic Conquest in Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront. In the last episode we were on the defense, so this episode we are going to be on the offense, and we have just added an extra couple of mods. This one, the hash sub mod, increased dynamic campaign defense prep time and increased cap total. So it increases the delay for the enemies to pop in and also increases the prep time. We've also got this medic weapon station and paradrop mod. That's just in, but we probably won't use it that much. We're not gonna cheese things and equip our squads with stuff that we can't actually get access to. But that's just a mod I downloaded for my own personal playing. But yeah, so last episode we obviously were on the defense. This episode we're on the offense. We didn't spend our research points, so that's something we need to do. And then we'll get into seeing what the game wants to give us with regards to maps we can defend. Now, these points I think we're just going to chuck in on the Tiger. I love the Tiger. It's probably my favourite tank from World War II. Yeah, Viraboo, whatever. But yeah, I love the Tiger. And I'm also thinking we need to probably try and get to the pack 40. But that being said, do we also need to try and get... No, so we've got access to stage 4. We can't get stage 5 until we get the properly mechanised command squad, the half-track command squad. We're not going to worry about that too much. And we don't want to spend our points unless we disregard the Tiger and potentially move up to these guys. Things we like our squads to be mechanised, so the only thing we're really going to be able to go for is the Armoured Panzergrenadier or the Armoured Panzersturmgrenadier. So if we go to look at those units, so this is the Armoured Panzergrenadier squad. It's very similar to the squad we already have, more Gewehr 41s and 43s. But otherwise, it's the exact same as our armoured rifle squad, frankly. And the Armoured Panzersturmgrenadiers, it's all just assault rifles. There's no MGs. And as we know, the MGs are kind of the big thing. So, if I'm honest, I don't really care for those two types of squads. If we were going to upgrade our infantry to anything armoured, I'd probably want to get the Armoured Grossdeutschland, because these guys actually have MGs. They're big squads. But for that we'd have to get the Veteran Rifle Squad, then the Grossdeutschland Squad, then the Armoured Grossdeutschland Squad. I'm happy just sitting with our Armoured Rifle Squads. I know they're not as veteran, but they're getting veterancy. Just from us using them. So I think we are going to go for the Tiger, and then we just have some points to spend on anything else we want to spend on, really. We've got 3 points altogether, so I think we're going to keep upgrading our AT guns, which is down here. So we're going to unlock the 9738. And then hopefully we'll soon be able to unlock the 40. The 40 will... Bugger, I didn't click research selected. The 40 will... Even the 9738, to be quite frank, will keep us going throughout our campaign. We've got a shit ton of manpower to spend, however. And I'd like a Tiger, if I can get one. So, how much are the Tigers to get? They are 50 points. So, I'm thinking we get rid of the field gun and we get rid of the non-upgraded Panther and we chuck ourselves a Tiger in. We love a Tiger. And that leaves us 11 points. which we're going to spend on just this crap Sigrung squad. We've already got a tank crew, so we don't need another one. This Sigrung squad, they're just extra rifles, like just pure rifles, basically. But we could turn them into a decent unit, and at the very least, their bodies to go in, just get sorted out. Fix vehicles, take guns, that kind of thing. So we're going to select our campaign, and we are going to go for the low risk ammo supplies are tempting, but I think the medium risk ammo is probably the better option. That being said, we've been going through down here quite a lot. We'll encircle the ammo factory here. We need ammo. We need ammo. That's the one big thing. We're 831 under supply at the moment. So yeah, let's go for one of the ammo factories. So we're on a sort of quite urban map. These maps are good fun, but you need to just be a bit careful. Utilize a lot of cover for these. But yeah, should be fine. While waiting for it to load, I'd like to just welcome our 2 new subscribers. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I assume you're gentlemen. YouTube doesn't tell me, but thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for enjoying the content. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, it's well and truly appreciated. And thank you for all of the other viewers who haven't decided to subscribe yet. Thank you for the likes. If you're enjoying the content, please do leave a comment. And if you dislike the content, feel free to leave a dislike comment. Let me know what you don't like about it. It's all good for a new YouTuber like myself. Right, so here we go. So we're spawning down here. And we need to take these 2 objectives. This is a proper urban map. Now this position shouldn't be too hard to take, nor frankly should this one. And the enemy's just coming from the north. So let's get in our let's get our infantry in, and let's also get our panthers in. I think this should give us a good amount of troops. With regards to our half tracks, they are going to be less useful. Frankly, just because they're going to get ambushed, more than likely. So we're not going to be able to use those guys as much. The Maxim we can definitely use. The tank crew we're not going to do much with. So let's get our infantry squads out. These vehicles don't have any spare machine guns anymore because we've taken them. Yeah. Oh, this one does actually. Okay. Alright, let's just get the Feldwebel out. The good thing about being the attackers is we have the time to spend. So you, Marius Cullen, you're going to go and take the drum machine gun. You're going to head back into here. You've got a machine gun, you've got a machine gun. Has anyone else got an MG that they're not currently equipped for some reason? Yeah, yeah. Thought I saw a machine gun poking out. Right, so this is going to be 1 squad. You're going to use your PPD and you're going to join that squad. You have got your Papisha. You're going to join that squad. So you, let's get your Feldwebel out. And join over here, and then let's just look at what these boys have all got. Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun. Machine gun. I can spot a man with a machine gun a mile away. Cool. Right, so you're going to be that squad. So in total, these squads have got like 3 or 4 machine guns each. You guys are just gonna hole up there, basically. You're gonna jump your medic off because your medic has another Papisha, but he is just gonna hang around here. This squad's got the mortars, which are going to be very useful. So let's just move our troops up. Let's just get them in. Get them in cover. Let's get our mortar squads moved up. And our field guns, we're just going to move up. The engineers, just stand next to the supply crate for now. Cool. So we've got our little mortar battery. We've got all of our field guns. Bloody enemy already. Where is he? God, here come the mortars. Oh, goodbye to him. All that's left of him is pieces and a steel helmet. Oh dear. Right, let's get the tanks moved up. And the troops. So this is more going to be a battle of utilising cover. And our suppressive capability. Because as you can see, there is very little cover. Very little cover. So we're going to have to utilise our squad's kind of natural. Oh god, the mortars have already started killing our troops. We're going to have to try and utilise our troops' natural aggressive qualities. And hope that will be enough. Urban maps are very, very difficult, very dangerous. They're good in this game in that they reflect the realities of urban warfare, which is that it was fucking dangerous. Cool, if you could just think. So keep the mortars rolling. A lot of our troops we just can't do anything with. It's just the reality of the situation here, basically. Oh yeah, you can tell we got Panthers now, can't you? Yeah, that's some real Panther shit. Alright, you boys are gonna get in there. You boys head over there. So we are very much liable to take a lot more casualties in this battle, just because it's urban warfare. As simple as that, our men have to utilise the cover that the map has provided, as opposed to, you know, just cover of terrain. That is automatically more dangerous, way harder. And as a result, we will struggle a hell of a lot more. But we do what we do, because we must. Use a little bit more direct control in this battle, I think. Just heal up our boys. Alright, and our final squad is coming in now. Let's get the Tiger in. More troops. More mortars. Definitely want the mortars in. Because the mortars are probably what are going to produce us a victory. We've got a spare backup squad here, spare AT gun. And then our Seekrung squad, which are just gonna put themselves on this line. Good, that'll do. The medic died. The medic has died. Bloody idiot. Well, that's unfortunate. We're losing a lot of troops. What we can do though is take this medic And you can get him up. Alright, you gents are going to take that. You boys are going to go in there. And that BT7 streams of a bright future are gone. So yeah, very, very dangerous map for infantry. Very dangerous map for infantry. Luckily, we've got our mortars. Let's get the field label out. Quite a lot of MGs in here. See if there's any more. Yeah, look at that. Dump that. Head over there. And you are now a squad. Bloody SU-76. How is this thing not dead yet? Crazy. We've lost the engine on our Panther. And I think that SC-76 is now dead. Yeah, good. And we've got a new squad moving in. So, let's just take a breather. We've secured 1 point. I would love it if the mortars were more accurate, but we do what we can. Let's just get you guys out there. Once you're in position, you guys will drop to your belt buckles. So we've got 2 squads on their belt buckles, 1 in position. The Panther is now fully fixed. The artillery continues to just go fucking bolo. And we'll just hold a minute. Okay. Okay. So, we can't utilise any of our half tracks. There's no reason why we can't use our command squad, to be fair. Bad news, gentlemen. You are now involved in the war. As much as I love seeing tanks waste very expensive shells, high explosive shells on enemy infantry, I would prefer they only use their coaxials. I won't lie. Right, you boys are going to pivot to that direction. You boys are going to pivot to that direction because now we need to... Now we need to focus on advancing. Which means that Panther needs to head over there. This squad, I am potentially just going to hold here for now. And just utilise these 2 squads. Once this Tiger is now fixed. It says it still needs repairs, but I'm not really sure what the repairs are. We'll just hit the repair button again and just see what they actually need. I'm not actually convinced they do need repairs. This is where it gets very difficult though. What I might do is send you boys down here. And we will just rock the assault using the tanks on 1 squad. We're also going to send our support mortar section down there. You boys are going to head over here. And that was the end of the T-28. Nope, not quite. Feel free to fire another shot, Panther. There we go. That's the T-28 dead. Great thing about Tiger? Yeah, not a lot can penetrate it, and it can penetrate a lot. So there you go, that thing's now dead. We actually weirdly got quite lucky with that shot. Our command squad are going to move up. Great. Right, so we have this squad who are going to proceed to here. The Sicherung squad are going to proceed to here. The half tracks are going to proceed to kind of here-ish. And the mortar squad, which is just starting to come in now, is going to get their booties down as well. Well, they would if these morons would get themselves down there. So we'll just wait for them, because of course we will. This is a small test just to also see what the enemy's got. What have these idiots done? Come on, we need our mortar support. Right, let's move our Tiger up. Let's move our Panther up. Let's move our infantry. Meanwhile, let's start getting our mortars into position. So we're keeping one Panther there. We're just going to get these troops kind of in position. Moving our mortar squads. Alright, drop, drop, drop. You boys go over there. You boys go over there. You get over there, you get over there. Man, these infantry cards are slow. Look how much supply they've used already. Just the 2 of them, just from these mortars. Mental. Do you want to maybe look at that thing? I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, big old fucking enemy anti-tank gun. There we go. Let's get you boys over there. You boys over there. You up there. You up there. You up there. You up there. Oh, for goodness sake, boys. I mean, really? Right, you can drive over barbed wire. I promise you. See? How good's that? Because you boys are going to have to go up that direction. You're going to go up there. You're already there. Medic's doing that. Wonderful. Right. Let's get the Tiger up to here. Panther up to here. MG up to there. You boys up to here. You boys up to there. And you gentlemen over there. You boys over there. You get up there. You get up there. You get up there. You get up there. You boys just get up there for now. We'll let the mortars batter them for a minute. We're gonna have the mortars just light this objective on fire. Tanks, move up. You over there. You over there. And let's get the boys in a nice forward position. Now let's try and get the second squad in. Let's get you boys up. The flank is good. The flank is very good, actually. The flank is solid. Oh, the mortars are destroying us again. But we're in. Right, we're in. We are in. So we have definitely lost some troops. Not a huge amount, but enough to notice that we have lost troops. I don't think any squad has been unsullied by the enemy, but we are sorted. So, what we now need to do is get our tank men up here, our engineers up here, and prepare to start fixing shit. Because we've got enough tankmen, I think. There we go. So the enemy has conceded defeat. No more enemy squads are going to be turning up. Right. You. We're not going to bother fixing that. You're going to fix that. You are going to fix the enemy T-70. You are going to fix this Su-76. And you are going to fix this T-60. There is apparently another enemy vehicle over here, but I'm not entirely... Oh, it's probably this BA-20. You fix that BA-20. You go and fix that BT-7. And I think that should be all of the enemy vehicles. We can't fix the M30 because it's sideways. There is supposedly another enemy vehicle here, but I think it's referring to this. Or maybe not. We've got 3 ZIS-5s here. Potentially it's just referring to the ZIS-5. Either way, we're not going to fix that. It's of no value to us, basically. There's an enemy in place gun over here somewhere, but that's fine. We're going to ignore that. Yeah, it's just a Maxim. What we are going to do is look out for any kind of stuff. You're good with guns. The Sikarungs, we're not going to start up gunning. It just doesn't make any sense to start up gunning the Sikarungs because they're very much a spare unit. Not spare, but they're not going to be fighters. They're there just to crew things and just be available. It's just some extra rifles, good on the defense, that kind of thing. We don't want to be worrying about up gunning them, as it were. It's a guard section, so we've got some alright weapons here, but no, it's not you, which means it must be you. So you're going to get in there. We had another ding. We had a few dings, but I can't see quite what these boys would have been dinging about. You're not finished, you're not finished, you're not finished. You are now finished. These BA-20s are just scout cars, basically. It's purely for selling. You know, the things like the BT7, the T28, we could potentially use if we needed to. We don't need to, but we could do. The SU-76 we might actually use. That could potentially be something we do use. Is there any reason why we can't just take that Maxim? Do we have to fix that Maxim? No. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But anyway. Right. You get in that. You get in that. You're still fixing. You can get in that now. Great, you getting that. And then we're just waiting for you to fix the BT7. Still tracked with a broken engine, but the important thing is we have a man in it. If we have a man in it, we can use it. We can have it. It's ours. I am very interested to... I'm assuming it's one of these ZIS-5s. Yeah, look, there's a dead guard here. It's safe to assume. Don't have interest. Ah, yeah, it's this middle one, look. So this middle one is, that middle one is an actual vehicle they can use. Good, you're in there. Okay. So, all of the vehicles that can be fixed are fixed. Yep, good. So we can end this mission now. So we lost 25 men, but no vehicles. The men could just be re-enlisted. It's not the end of the world. From what I could tell, the men that we lost were not the men we really didn't want to lose. They weren't like machine gunners or anything. Because it's definitely the machine guns we don't want to lose. But it's fine. We got 1500 ammo, which is good. We are still down on ammo, but being down on ammo isn't the end of the world. We'll sell all of the crap, the T28s and that kind of thing. Resupply the men. Resupply the crap tanks. Yeah, it's the... How expensive the tanks are to resupply. Oh. Yeah, very expensive to resupply. So we'll just hit the resupply all button. The ammo we are really struggling with. The ammo, not at all. We'll sell the SE, SU. We'll sell the 76. We'll sell the tank crew. We don't need them. We have the manpower, but for some reason the ammo is affecting the troop supply as well. Not the end of the world. We can hold on to that. But yeah, next episode will be a defensive battle. It's going to be the factory one, so not a bad one. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you like the content, please leave a like. If you dislike the content, feel free to leave a dislike. Please do subscribe if you like the content. As always, thank you all so for watching. This has been Max Sleepy, signing off.